Hi, thank you for joining me today for a quick and effective way to do 5-step affirmative prayers. Now, in religious science, we do what's called the 5-step affirmative prayers. There are 5 steps, which are recognition, unification, affirmation, gratitude, and release. When I used to teach this to children, I would make it very easy. So I would say, God or spirit is all there is. I am spirit. I have all the ice cream I can eat. Thank you, spirit. And then we release it. We let it go. So that makes it very easy and fun for kids. They get that. Or sometimes I would make it a little song or even kind of a little rap, and we would have a lot of fun with that. But when I would teach it to adults, of course, we would make that a little more complex. So when we are using our adult brains, we want to think about when we are recognizing God, what terms have meaning for us about spirit or God? I tend to be a very earthy person. So when I'm thinking where I find God, it usually involves something to do with the earth, mountains, desert, animals, like that. So my words usually sound like this. I know that God is in all that I see. It is in the red rocks. It is in the beauty of a white-tailed deer. I feel spirit and know spirit when I am walking in the silence of the beautiful woods. That serenity, that grace, that light that I feel in a cool early morning. So that's recognition. We're just recognizing that God is truly all there is. And then unification, the second step, is when we recognize that since God is all there is, we are that which God is. So my words then become, I am that which God is. I am the magnificence of God. I am the strength of God. I am the same strength that I find in the mountains. I am that base, that foundation that God is. I am the creative inspiration that God is. I am that creative genius that we see in a beautiful picture. That is unifying with God, feeling and expressing exactly how we find that essence in ourselves. And then the third step is when we claim what it is that we want to have in our lives, although we don't use that word want because that lives in the future. So we say in positive words that are in the now moment. So it would go like this. I have everything I need. All good is mine. I know that my creative inspiration is with me right now. I look around in this beautiful forest and I see 100 shades of green, maybe even 1,000 shades of green, and that inspires me for my creativity to come out, my creativity to be brought to the surface. I feel the power and the force of God when I see the water rushing through the creek and that energy that is created in that. I know that that is what and who I am as well. I know this truth and I accept it. And then the fourth step, of course, is gratitude. And for me, again, that's pretty simple. I say, thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. I am so grateful for these blessings today. I am so grateful for this truth in my life. I am so grateful that the path has been illuminated, that I am creating and co-creating with you right now and manifesting all good in my life. And then for me, release is also a very simple step. Some people spend more time in their release, but mine is generally very, very simple. And it goes like this. I release these words into the action of universal law. I let them go. They are complete. They are done. And so it is. Now, as I said, you might spend a little more time with that. What you really want to remember is you want to make this your own. You want to feel into it. You want to express it with your passion, with your feeling, using all of your senses. Make it juicy, really feel it. Yes, I want you to use the 5 steps. Those are important. But I also want you to have that connection with spirit, to really feel that there is no separation, that it is all one, and you are that which it is. And so you're having a conversation with your other best friend, because you're your first best friend, right? Now, a couple of people had asked questions. One was, should we write these down? Yes, of course you can write them down. When I was first beginning to do the 5-step affirmative prayers, I would often write my out because it just helped me to remember the steps, to use the steps, and then also to practice. The second thing that I always tell people is practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the better it will feel, the easier it will come. Don't worry if you forget a step. If you're really communicating with spirit, that's all that's necessary. You'll get it. It'll come back. Please communicate with me. If you have any questions, you can reach me at baker@44times.com. or text me 602-999-2493. I love your questions. I love to hear from you. Have a great day. Bye.